Listen, basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see, the UConn Huskies taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Tar Heels will put toe together and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So UConn's offense will take the first swing of the game. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
This offense has a second down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there and get the sack.
They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Feeling some heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
UConn will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Tar Heels offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You can see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes his connection. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. Complete to the right. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Huskies. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Going for the big play. Oh, and he downfield for the big catch. Can anyone catch him? And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. He'll keep it himself. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Nothing but green ahead. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Snap in the shotgun. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Huskies.
This offense is high-octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll throw it on first down. Working that left side now.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He lets one fly deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, North Carolina! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UConn going back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. UConn will have to punt it away. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Dropping back, it's Harrell. Looking to the big tight end. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Offense set on first down. Handoff from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Got him and nobody's close. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn!
Man, what a luxury to be able to call a design run to your quarterback and basically let him be a tailback and let him run it in for you. It makes the offense and everything else around them stronger. This QB's just got some good wheels.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Back to throw, it's Harrell. Trying to burn this defensive back. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, UNC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort.
Oh, look out. There he goes. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UConn.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
28, North Carolina.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. To the air, it's Harrell. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he just just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome. But this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. They're trailing by 11 to Marshall. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. He's looking to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Back to the air one more time, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. So they...
North Carolina.
And as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense. The ball's free! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves. And
he'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, it's Harrell. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open, he makes the catch. Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at Kenan Memorial.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll open the second half on the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. The run to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Harrell. Quick strike complete. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing at running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to move it through the air. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Caught. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. The snap sets up the throw. Coming after it. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
Come on, quarterback. You need to be better in that situation. First and goal scenario, you're not taking a sack. You got to throw that ball away if no one's open.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Snagged in the middle, it's Hicks. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, I should have ran a better route.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going up top. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, UNC! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
UConn going back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Into the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The UConn offense goes back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
2nd and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hicks. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Gonna let it fly. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Excellent field position here for the offense. Off play action on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. 2nd down now after the sack.
2nd down.
Back to pass, it's Harrell. They're bringing heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Catch in the middle, it's Green. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. UConn going back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it, unfortunately. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
He's going to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On second down, wants to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Hicks. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, they're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So
fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with the victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Looking downfield, it's Harrell. Buying some time. He'll let it go down the right side. Touchdown, UNC! And the punishment has been extended. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had them.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. First down for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the loose ball squirting all over the place, and it went out of the back of the end zone. That'll be a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. I tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Here's the return. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games, and